Hey YouTube, so we got more gameplay footage for Pro Skater 3 and 4. We've had lots of new skaters and such, so we've gotten plenty of more gameplay footage out of them, but recently, it's yesterday now, I just got off work. It's 1:38 a.m. in the morning as I'm recording this, and so yesterday they released some footage about the Pro Skater 4 goals, and left it with a comment saying, "Who said there's no career?" with this little smug smiley face dude here. And they show off some stuff in college, some stuff in London, some stuff in San Fran, and they have seemed to have fooled some people thinking that this is going to be like the original Pro Skater 4 goals again, but this is not the case, and this footage clearly shows multiple scenarios of multiple goals being active at the exact same time, which is never a thing in Pro Skater 4. Pro Skater 4, you activate each goal individually by going up to each NPC. So anybody who's thinking that the original Pro Skater 4 career is returning, don't be misled, or don't get you. I hate to be the one to have to burst everyone's bubble here, but the fact of the matter is, like, yeah, we're getting Pro Skater 4 turned into a 2-minute run kind of game. And if they do it right, it could work, you know, it could cut out a lot of, like, the waiting in between goals and such. And there was this one guy I seen on the Reddit, the THPS Reddit, who was proposing different ideas for how they think the goals might look. And I think he kind of has the right idea by kind of splitting up a lot of the goals between the regular, like, first run and then the New Game Plus run. And then some of the goals that could just be left as, like, challenges you complete through the menu, kind of like the Get Theirs and 1+2. So they could retain all the goals that way. I feel like all is a stretch. There's some things like doing slalom, or doing a luge race, or Tricktris. I just don't see those really fitting open world without, like, an actual challenge that you go start with an NPC. But, like, aside from that, if they can, like, trim the fat and, like, maintain the vast majority of what was in Pro Skater 4, then, like, it wouldn't be that terrible. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. I know it's going to upset a lot of people still, and it is a downgrade, you know. Like, it's not a faithful remake, but it is what it is. I'm really making this video just to make sure people are aware that they're not getting the original Pro Skater 4. This is a different version of the game, so don't get your hopes up. Expect what you're going to actually get, which is 2-minute run Pro Skater 4. There's a couple comments on Reddit, because I made a post. I circled a couple of the goals that I noticed, with one being the in London, where you knock off all the cops' hats and they're exposed to be bald and they're running away. You can see a floating S letter in the top right by the ledge. It tells me that skate letters are active in the midst of completing the cop goal. And then in San Fran, there is a floating package in the middle of saving Painter Neil, which was never a thing. You'd have to activate those goals individually. And if I need, because some people just on their, like, I get that it's Reddit, and, you know, everyone knows how Reddit is, but my goodness. Yeah, I know, some people just see this and they're like, nope, they said career's back, so that must be the original Pro Skater 4 career. Screw all this evidence, there could be another explanation for this. The timer is counting up, this couldn't be the 2-minute format. To that I say, so apparently the screenshots that I shown off weren't enough proof that the goal structure is being changed and it's not the original Pro Skater 4. So I looked at the video again, and I went and did an even deeper look just to see if I could find even more examples of this. Because the first two that I put on Reddit were just ones that I noticed immediately. And lo and behold, there are more examples of different goal icons floating around, you know? So in this one right here, we got San Fran. It's the same Saving Painter Neil challenge that is being shown off. You can see a package off in the distance, and you can see the S for the skate letters. And then over here, There's another collectible behind the tree. That's probably this the K. I've got a couple shots of it. It does look different though. It could be something else. I can't say for sure. It's probably the K, but... And then over here, you can see the T on the wire, and you can see the S off in the background behind the tree. You can also see the ball clipping through Paint O'Neill over here. And then I got another one of a more clear shot of the T. And then I got one more of London, where you see these goons hanging out by their pedo van. And off in the corner, you can see... Yeah, I can't really make out what it's supposed to be. I can't even tell you off my memory what goal this could possibly be, but there is a floating collectible hanging off in the distance over there. Anyway, that was kind of the main focus of what I wanted to show you. There's a lot of people who have been, there've been a lot of people who've been completely bamboozled by this Instagram post and genuinely think that we're getting Pro Skater 4's original career mode back again, but this is not the case. And Andy THPS made a good comment about it. He said that no one said that there was no career. This video doesn't show anything other than new goals with cutscenes during 2-minute runs. Adapting THPS 4 goals to a 2-minute format is great, but doing that without a faithful THPS 4 recreation is the problem. And yeah, he pretty much said it there. Like, you know, it's cool to get a classic mode, but we're not getting what Pro Skater 4 is. It's Pro Skater 3.5. Not a huge deal. I'm not mad. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't feel like Iron Galaxy was intentionally being misleading with this. You know, I feel like they're just kind of ignorant about what people mean when they're talking about the lack of Pro Skater 4's original career. They kind of just take it as, oh, well, people think that Pro Skater 4 isn't getting any goals at all, which is, I don't think anybody thought that, really. I mean, there's some clickbait misleading thumbnails that you'll see on like YouTube videos about people being like, oh, no THPS 4 goals and such. But that's just the standard YouTube clickbait. This is more of a situation of people want the original game. Some people don't care. A lot of people kind of actually seem to have the opinion that Pro Skater 4 sucks and its goal structures suck. Even though this is like literally the precursor to Underground. Underground is pretty much the same kind of game. It's got a bit more cleanup and then they add like continuity between each goal, but the goal format is damn near identical here. And people revere Underground as one of the greatest games, so I just don't understand like the confliction there. And then you'll see people on the subreddit being all like, yeah, it would be just great if everyone waited for an answer if Activision came out with it themselves. And it's like, man, you want me to wait for an answer? You want me to just sit around, just wait for Activision to be like, hello, Tony Hawk community, here's our formal explanation of how we're structuring the entire game. Are you serious? I can't believe this got so many upvotes, too. Like, as if the developers posting footage of how the goals work and them showing that they are, like, them showing and like not even hiding the fact that they are in the 2-minute format. That's not enough. God forbid we speculate. Just gotta just stay in silence until we get told by the corporate overlords about how this game is gonna be. So, I don't know. They fooled a lot of people. I don't think they intended to. I think it just kind of happened to happen. People just read into it the wrong way. So, way she goes, eh? Anyway, I don't know if I have much else to say on this topic. I just had to get that out there. It is 3 in the morning now, and I gotta go to bed because I got work in the morning tomorrow. Well, shit. Okay, anyway. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you complete strangers. Until next time.